Unfortunately for me, Saturday is one of the most difficult days when it comes to making videos because all the topics that I would normally like to talk about, I have to put them in This Week in Stupid, which is tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow for interesting topics because today I'm just going to rant about something that you probably have experienced as well. And for some reason, like, no one is complaining about it. But it's one of the most infuriating things ever. And one of the reasons it's infuriating is because it's such a small thing. It's such a non-issue that if you bring it up, most people will just go, it's like, why do you care? It's a non-issue. And I'm talking about passwords, right? Like, did you ever go to a website, like a forum or something, and you want to log in? So you type, you press the shift key, that's for your password, you press the shift key, you press the letter N, everyone gasps, everyone looks at you, like, ooh, edgy boy. And you say, nice password, right? And press enter, because that's the password you usually use for everything. And it turns out that, no, it's wrong or incorrect password. So you try like various combinations, capital N, lowercase n, nothing works. And you realize it's like, okay, you give up. Like the website has won over you. Like you have been defeated and you admit defeat, which is the walk of shame. The walk of shame involves you saying that you want a new password. All right, so now you have to click, like, I forgot the password, you admit the shame, it sends you an email, and you go there and you verify that it's you, and now you can set a new password, right? So you think that at this point, the walk of atonement is over. Like, you can manage to actually set a new password. Oh, but how wrong you are. Because when you say, like, shift key, capital N, everyone goes, ooh, edgy boy, nice password, and you press enter, and it says, no. You see, the new password requires at least one number. And you're like, fine, like, nice password, and you press number 1, and you press enter. And no, see, it requires at least one number and 25 letters. And you're like, Jesus Christ, okay, very, extremely nice password, and you press 1. And then it says, no. You see, it requires one number, 25 letters, at least 3 uppercases, and it also requires you to have like one of those Arabic squiggly letters or at least one Mandarin key. And you're wondering, like, what the hell is this website? Like, am I logging into NASA? Am I logging into the World Bank? Like, why is it that they have just so much security, right? Like, why is it that they make passwords to, I don't know, like something that normal humans can't remember? Like when they ask for you, like, am I a robot? And you have to click that shit. It's like, now this is the test. Like, if you remember the password, clearly you're a robot. Because, like, there's no way you can remember so many. So eventually what ends up happening, and this is the most loosey thing, is like you fulfill all the requirements, you get like 25 letters, you put the Arabic squiggly letter in, and you put the Mandarin key, and you have like the caps lock put in and put out, and it's like eventually you get like this big password, and you press enter, like, motherfucker, what now? And the website will tell you, okay, we'll give you the fuck you, and it's like, listen, you need to have a password that you haven't used before. Like, you can't use this one. You already had it on this one. Oh my god. Oh my god, like, no, seriously. Like, but what I find fascinating is that it's easier to log into your bank account, it's easier to log into your PayPal than some of these other bullshit websites that require, like, so many verifications. My favorite ones is, like, the websites where if you mistake the password at least, like, 3 times, it locks you out for an hour. I think, like, MMO Champion used to do that. It's a forum about World of Warcraft. Like, it's so bizarre. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. And even, like, if after you're locked up, you want to get, like, a new password, you still need to wait an hour. But it's kind of funny in a way. It's a little bit hilarious because when you think about it, it's like, okay, why do they have these protections? It's like, well, so other people can't break into your account. Fair enough, I get it. But when you look at how other people actually do break into the accounts in the real world, it usually has absolutely nothing with brute forcing the password. I mean, maybe the crazy X is going to brute force the password, but, like, usually hackers don't do that. What they end up doing, this is what I got a message on my phone from my bank company and a message from my phone from the actual phone company. And they told me that there's this new virus, this new malware that's going around people's phones. And usually, like, malware, it's something that slows down your phone. Like, malware is something that bombards you with ads. But this one was like really dangerous because it stole all your password, your credit card number. Like it literally allowed the hacker to get control of your phone. And the way it worked wasn't that it tried to brute force into your account or something like that. No, like it would give you a message, usually from a delivery company, saying your package is on the way. Click this link to see where your package is at. And people like me, would be very vulnerable to this because recently I use a lot of packaging systems because I'm in the middle of goddamn nowhere and I don't own a car and I wouldn't even have money for the gas. So usually what I do is like I use a lot of delivery companies, and something like this is like, hey, I just click this link and you click it and boom, it's installed. It's like your phone is now hacked. It's like it's really bad, right? But like I'm thinking like, okay, so I'm having like all these passwords that are the size of a German sausage with numbers and squiggly letters and stuff, and then you just click one link and it's like it's all gone. I guess it probably frustrates the hacker because now he's got to do the sausage password fest. But like either than that, it's kind of useless, isn't it? Yeah, I get it. Like you want a password that isn't 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the user has to come up and say, okay, fine. But like at one point it's getting ridiculous, I would say. Even like the two-step authentication system is like something that should at least be normal, but... And I know there's already people in the chat that are like, V, you don't understand. You don't understand, and you're going into the comment section. It's like, there's already so many security risks, and we need to do this. We need to do this because it's very important because X, Y, and Z. I don't care, okay? Like, find a way that it's at least a little bit more convenient for the user, okay? Or the other people like, V, you're so stupid. I can remember 25 passwords that are like 50 letters long, and they're all written in Mandarin, and... Look, just think normal people don't do that, okay? Your grandmother doesn't remember that shit. Like, come on. Just please stop it with this. Just stop. Or the other people, it's like, V, you're so stupid to click on links, blah, 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 blah. I never click on links, okay? But there's so many people that did click on links to the point where the bank company and the phone company started sending messages to everyone. So maybe at some point it's just not about the user, it's also about how intelligent the person making the malware is, like maybe it's a little bit of that as well. But my point is, I don't even know what my point is, okay? Like I don't even have a point, I'm just ranting. I'm a little bit infuriated that there's a couple of websites that every time I need to go to, it's like a quest, it's like a journey. I can write a book about it that no one will read, because no one cares about it. Like, everyone is probably inconvenienced by this, but it's such a minute issue. It's such a small issue that no one actually takes the time to rant about it. And it's like these little issues in life that gather up and they drive people crazy. So yeah, why can't I go back to the time when my password was 1, 2, 3, 4, and it actually worked? Like, it worked everywhere. Like, somewhere, some IT guy went, what would be a good idea? If we don't allow 1, 2, 3, 4 as a password. It's like, I hate that guy. I really hate that guy. Like, seriously, that guy, if it's you, I hate you. And heaven forbid, okay? Stop commenting about my hair. And I know you in the comment section. You're like, he didn't do his hair. Look, unless you want to fuck me, you shouldn't care about my hair. Alright, just think. That's by the way. See, I can predict the future. That's how predictable you are. I know what you're going to say before you say. But anyway, right, so... Imagine when quantum computers is going to become a thing, and like those are really going to be good at cracking passwords, and it's like, so I'm pretty sure like then you're going to need to download an app where you put your password in the app, and then the app compiles it using some quantum technology from the cloud in order to make it into something even more difficult to. Just like at this point, I don't know, just make me show ID. Like, I think this is a conspiracy to just get people to show ID, huh? Like, just have the camera and I show you my ID. It's like, oh yeah, it's you. And then it works. I'm giving up. Like, I'm really giving up. Like, oh my god, like, the website MMO Champion is probably #1. I get it when a bank does it. But even, like, with banks, like, the one that I have, like, the previous one wasn't like this. But the one that I have, so I want to purchase something online. And you click enter, and then it asks you for a password, and then it asks you for a PIN number. This is after giving your credit card information. and then it gives you a message on the phone, and you need to like look at the phone, and you take that and you put it in it, and it's like, Jesus Christ. And if I want to go into the actual website of the bank, then I need to have like this key login, this authenticator they call it, which you can't even change its battery. Like once the battery dies, you throw it away and you need to buy a new one from the bank. And it gives you like a serial number, and you put the serial number into the authenticator, and then the authenticator gives you another number that you need to dial into the bank. And this is on top of the password. But at least, you know, like, I kind of get it, because it's a fucking bank. Like, I understand that, alright? But, like, when you're going to some website, like a forum or some shit, that is a little bit exaggerated, I would say. That's just a little bit, just like a tiny bit exaggerated. Which is kind of funny, because you can bypass all that shit if you actually know the person's email. So if you know the person's email, you bypass all of it, and most emails don't use like the 55 squiggly letters written in Mandarin with Arabic mixed in, and some numbers. I think that's the hilarious part. Let me know what you guys think though, and I'll see you in the comment section. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for This Week is Stupid, when I'm going to have an awesome hairstyle, okay? Like, nobody's going to complain, because I won't turn the video camera on. Ha!